And with last night's loss, the Warriors fall to 21-3 in game ones in the postseason under Steve Kerr. That's how little they have lost a game one. Now, they lost game one and then they lost to the NBA Finals in 2019 to Toronto. But they did rally from a 3-1 deficit in the 2016 Conference Finals to beat the Thunder in 7 games after dropping game one at home. We know they can win on the road. They've done that in 26 straight series. So Vince Carter back with us. Celtics went on a 17-0 run. What did you see? How did they do that? That stunning turnaround in the fourth.
It's absolutely incredible what happened simultaneously on both ends of the floor. For me, it was a couple of things. I think first it starts with the Celtics offense and what Jaylen Brown did to stabilize them. He gave them confidence by him taking over the game at the start of the fourth. And then what you got was between Tatum and Brown, you had a whole lot of guys defensively overloading to them. And now Golden State was in scramble mode trying to chase the basketball. Give the Celtics credit because I said last night they looked like the Warriors offensively at their best. The way that they moved it in the fourth quarter. They didn't just kick it out to one guy and he shot it. They had multiple reversals, Golden State chasing it, trying to catch up to it. And then it takes nerve to step up and knock down these shots. So I thought offensively really is where the game started to turn for the Celtics. And then once they sensed they could win the game, man, did they clamp down defensively in that last 6-7 minutes. But for me, it was the shot making that gave them confidence that they could win the game. And Jaylen Brown started the whole thing.
I mean, Vince, the Warriors only scored 16 points. They're outscored 40-60 in the fourth quarter. What were you seeing?
That's what Lex said it all. I mean, you were seeing just a confident, focused Boston Celtics team, and you say who doesn't have the finals experience, but they understand the moment and they understand if we play basketball the right way, we have a chance. And Jaylen Brown led the charge. Their superstar, Jayson Tatum, wasn't scoring offensively, but he was making the right plays as well, assisting and getting the ball to the right guys. And once they changed their lineup to play small ball, Al Horford at the 5, the floor is open. Now you see a penetration from any guard or ball handler of Boston Celtics, draw the help side, and guess who's wide open? Feasting, Al Horford. And if not, you see a swing ball movement to Pritchard, to White, to Smart. Anybody who is open, not only were they taking him, they were making him.
I mean, you referenced it moments ago. Did Golden State run out of gas? I mean, they had a week off coming into this game.
Yeah, but I don't think necessarily it's like a conditioning thing. I think that's what the Celtics defense can do to you. And all
wears
that,
you down.
Their length, their physical. There's going to be more physicality when you get to this time of the year off the dribble. So that wears on you over time. And you just saw their offense get pushed further and further out on the floor. You know the one thing missing from their offense in that 6-7 minute stretch? Where are the back cuts? Where are the slips? Where are the guard split screen action where they get somebody diving and somebody popping? It really became very stagnant, and they were pushed out on the perimeter so far, they became one-dimensional. And that plays right into Boston's hands because they're so long in contesting shots.
All right, let's go panic meter, all right, after this, Vince. So on a scale of 1 to 10, they've lost home court right away in this series. Where do you put the panic meter for the Warriors?
I'm on low panic. I'm at 5 or below because I think they will bounce back. They will make adjustments. They understand the moment. They're going to go back and get a win. They, meaning the Golden State Warriors, and now take it on to Boston.
1 to 10, I'll give it at about a 3 or 4 right now. I agree with Vince. Listen, I expected both teams to win on the road in this series. So, all right, there you go. First shot fired. Boston has now fired over their bow. All right, they didn't sink them, right? It's not Battleship. They didn't hit them with a torpedo yet. They won a game on the road. Now, obviously, Golden State has to win game 2, but I think Golden State will win a game in Boston, and now you reestablish home court. So not time to get overly concerned yet, but they've got to clean up some things for sure.
Okay, but our friends in the desert at Caesars have now made the Celtics the favorite. And if somebody told you that Jayson Tatum was going to shoot 3 for 17 and they were going to win by 12, you wouldn't have believed it. But that's exactly what happened last night. Look at Tatum's numbers. He did, however, have 13 assists. That was a career high, and it tied Hall of Famer Bob Cousy in 1960 Game 3 for the most assists in a finals game when shooting less than 20% from the floor. Yes, somebody actually did figure that out. And anytime we can see Slick Leonard on a full screen, in my book, that's pretty good.
We're in the championship. We're in the finals. All I was worried about was trying to get a win, and we did. And that's all that matters at this point. So, I don't expect to shoot that bad again, but if it means we keep winning, I'll take it.
All right, so no harm there. You certainly wouldn't expect this to happen again. But how do you view that game by Tatum? How do you put it in perspective, Vince?
As a superstar, being in a superstar moment, I've been in these moments where if you're not scoring, you're not seeing the ball go in, you have to affect the game some other way. And he did that by still assisting and making the right play, getting guys who are playing well open shots. Because think about this. He didn't shoot the ball well, but he still demanded all of the eyes. He still demanded all the attention. You still saw the Golden State Warriors shrink the defense when he had the ball, and he got off the ball to either Jaylen Brown or open shooters, and they're knocking down shots.
But we've seen players when they have trouble shooting. I mean, think about 3 for 17, and then all of a sudden they're not playing defense, and so the whole game, is not good. But he was able to put that in the back of his mind. Did that impress you?
It's the evolution of a young star. That's why he's an all-league player now. But think about something, too. Something's been injected into this series that Golden State's dealing with right now, and Boston's not. And it's this, the narrative around who's going to be Finals MVP. Just think about how absurd the discussion is going into a series already talking about it, because people are like, well, Steph, he's got to get it because he should have had one by now. And I'm not saying that affected their team last night, but what I'm saying is Jayson Tatum is not hearing that going into the series. So when he's out there and he's 3 for 12, 3 for 13, 3 for 14, those kind of thoughts aren't going through his head. His comment was beautiful. He said, at this time of the year, the only thing that matters is getting to 4, and we have 1.
Okay,
and that's
so
all
you're
I care
saying
about.
the pressure was off. The pressure
Completely.
was not on Tatum last night.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.